Hellos, welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Isaac Clarke here, our Republic Trooper. And where we last left off, we were doing an interlude part of the series. We were back here at Clarke Station, and doing the flashpoint known as Aphis. So, we are now back with the main storyline. We are now on our way to the smuggler's moon of Nar Shaddaa. Let's have a look at our quest log here. Yeah, one or more of the Havoc traitors may be operating on Nar Shaddaa. Notably unaligned with either the Republic or the Empire, Nar Shaddaa is controlled by the Hutt criminal cartels. Okay. Not any problem. Is there anything we need to do before we start? No, everything seems fine. Okay, we just activated an experience booster for that flashpoint, it seems. And we are creeping ever closer to level 60 for our next jump on the discipline tree. Perfect. Okay. Onwards to Hutt space. The so-called smuggler's moon is best known for one thing. Anything can be bought here if the price is right. Nar Shaddaa orbits Hutter, homeworld of the Hutt cartel, but exists as a power in its own right. Criminal organizations and legitimate enterprises operate side by side, regulated only by the Hutt's whims. Gleaming skyscrapers house corporations, casinos, technology shops, spice houses, and every other type of business imaginable. Although no other world offers Nar Shaddaa's unique services, the city has a notorious murder and disappearance rate. Gangsters, pirates, slavers, and worse crowd the streets, and Republic and Imperial representatives compete for influence with the local powers. Strangers should be extremely cautious. Indeed, both players of the Empire and Republic both come to Nar Shaddaa at the same point in their storyline, and there are various regions of the Smuggler's Moon where we may encounter a player of the other faction.
Lieutenant, this is General Garza. I see that you've touched down on Nar Shaddaa. Before we begin your briefing, I want to make something clear. The situation on Nar Shaddaa is very delicate. This moon belongs to the Hutt cartel, who take their neutrality very seriously. The Republic cannot afford any incidents.
What exactly should I be avoiding here, sir?
Imperial personnel operate just as freely on Nar Shaddaa as we do. You cannot be caught taking action against them. Now, your mission. An experimental Republic war droid has gone rogue, committing a series of seemingly random attacks across Nar Shaddaa. The droid's designation is M14X, and it is my belief that this droid is acting under orders from Harren Tavis.
What makes you say that?
The droid is a highly advanced prototype, one that was being developed to serve in Havoc Squad. The project was supposed to have been cancelled, but it would seem Tavis simply shifted the development elsewhere, most likely his allies in the Sith Empire.
What are my orders, General?
This war droid's rampage must be stopped before it's linked with the Republic. An agent of the Strategic Information Service will be assisting you. Officially, you're providing military support to an SIS operation. Do not divulge Tavis's defection, or the droid's connection to it.
You can count on me, sir.
Be careful, Lieutenant. If this war droid is even half as dangerous as its original designers had estimated, you'll have your work cut out for you. Garza out.
An experimental war droid. Lovely. Oh, okay, we're meeting up with an individual known as Jonas Balkar. That name is somewhat familiar, and I believe that name will come up in the future, if and when we get that far. Okay, experimental war droid that was seemingly its development was gonna be cancelled, General Garza mentioned, though it was originally meant for Havoc Squad, and we don't want it linked to the Republic. Very well. Both players of the Republic and players of the Empire each have their own dedicated spaceports, probably leased by the Hutt cartel to each of the major factions.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Might as well bring Alara Dawn with us, test her out in the field. Very good. Let's see, a couple of vendors here. Map. So we're heading out to take a speeder to take us to the promenade. Before we begin, however, we have our class mission, but the world mission starts here with this minister who would like our attention.
I recognize that insignia, Havoc Squad. Thank the stars you're here, soldier. We're under siege. I'm Minister Plenid with the Republic's Diplomatic Corps. I was almost killed out there. The Kintan King's gang controls this part of Nar Shaddaa. They're violent and well-armed Niktos who hate the Republic. The gang attacked me right out on the street in full view of everyone. My bodyguards were dead before I knew what was happening.
Where can I find these killers?
They're still outside, but I have worse news. The murders aren't the worst of it. My bodyguards all carried Republic passcodes, and now the gangsters have them. With those passcodes, the Kintan Kings can slip right through our security. We'll be defenseless.
Don't worry. I'll get those security passcodes back.
Those criminals are deadly. Don't underestimate their threat. Recovering our security passcodes from those filthy criminals will save countless innocent lives, including mine. The Kintan Kings who shot my bodyguards are still outside the spaceport. They have the passcodes, I'm sure of it.
Okay, we'll go deal with them.
The damage those criminals could do with our security passcodes is incalculable. We have to get them back.
Which leads us into the beginning of our own world mission. Now, a player of the Empire actually has a heroic mission here in this spaceport. Let's find this group of gangsters, these Kintan Kings. Now, what race are you again? They're not Trandoshan. We encountered Trandoshans earlier. The name... You know, it's on the tip of your tongue, like you know this answer, but you've forgotten it already.
Engaging hostile.
Oh, hello. The hamster on the wheel that is my mind is turning ever so slowly. We do have a bonus mission to deal with 15 of the Kintan Kings here while in the spaceport. Give me a moment. I thought we were meant to have 2 charges of tech override. Or is it when you activate it? You activate it once, but it gives you 2 uses. That's the wrong button. Yeah, we have 2 uses of tech override. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so we have everything we need. God, that race is still it's gonna drive me mad. And as soon as I finish this part of the series, if I don't remember it beforehand, it'll come to me. I'm remembering other bits of information, like we have the Morgukai, who are specially trained individuals of that race, who train against Force users as well. But that's not the information I need. So now that we have the Republic passcodes, we've recovered them. Rather than hand them over to the Minister, we're looking for the Republic Ambassador. But, welcome to the Smuggler's Moon of Nar Shaddaa, everyone. I actually rather like this world. Well, moon. Speaking of worlds, we have Hotter there, which the Smuggler's Moon does orbit. We have our own heroic mission terminal. We need to complete 5 of the 8 heroic missions. Due to work commitments at the moment, I'm not sure if I'll be able to complete the weekly, but we'll take it anyway. I could easily do it in the background, but I'd rather do it as part of the series. You never know. Unfortunately, work is keeping me quite busy, so apologies that I haven't been able to release as rapidly as I would like. But thank you for your patience. Another thing to mention, of course, is we do have these kind of floating casinos. Can we access both of them?
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
No. So we have Club Vertica, which I guess is the casino that Republic personnel can visit. And I believe we also have the Star Cluster Casino.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
We'll head over to Club Vertica first. Of course, the central hub here on Nar Shaddaa is the promenade, which is what we're just flying by just now. And that is where we'll meet the Republic ambassador. Now, on occasion, there is an event called the Nightlife event where we can gamble for various rewards. Oh, we actually have an entry on the casino itself. Ah, why the hell not? In a world full of bright lights and glamorous casinos, Club Vertica was quick to establish itself as an exclusive experience. Run by a mysterious wealthy backer, Club Vertica strictly monitored admittance for its first several years. As a rule, only the wealthiest, best dressed, and most beautiful patrons were allowed entrance. Exceptions were made only as they suited the fancy of Club Vertica's owner. Recently, the restrictions were loosened, sparking rumors that Club Vertica had been sold. Still, much of its old reputation remains. If you want to seem important on Nar Shaddaa, you talk about going to Club Vertica. Well, we do have a medical service droid here. Do we have other vendors? We have prize vendors at the back here. Let us go see what they offer. Okay, so you can purchase these for golden certificates. Oh, I have a few of these. Okay. Oh, yes, the socialite armor. We're gonna see people wearing this in one of the future expansions. People who live in rather decadent luxury and ignore everything else. A very muted T7 customization. Ah, yeah, Lawmaster was mentioning about this customization for Alara Dawn, the one that gives her her ponytail. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Oh, we can hire a Gamorrean bodyguard. Ah, and this would have been a place to get some more trophies for a bounty hunter. I am considering doing another bounty hunter series. We tried, in a sense, to do like a money-hungry bounty hunter, and then near the end, I ended up being a bit too nice, I feel. Whereas someone who just is out for money could be quite fun to play, for good or for ill. Is there anything else? Any other vendors here in Club Vertica? Doesn't seem to be the case. Oh well, no matter. Yeah, it's kind of doing a money-hungry bounty hunter, or maybe doing a pirate-style smuggler. But those would be very easy to play in terms of their motivation.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
We'll see. We'll see how many more times I can return to Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm waiting to see what the current devs will do after Legacy of the Sith. And now we have a new entry for the promenade. The promenade is Nar Shaddaa at its most lavish and inviting. Divided into upper and lower levels, the area is covered by the Hutt's strict no-fighting policy, and offers a rare respite from the conflict that racks the rest of the galaxy. Rivals and sworn enemies are expected to put aside their differences here, or else be brutally handled by the Hutt cartel enforcers. Clubs, entertainment venues, and high-end shopping line the arrival points from Nar Shaddaa spaceports, and casual visitors can find everything they need at promenade vendors. Speeders are available to many of Nar Shaddaa's districts, but by far the most popular routes lead to the Club Vertica and Star Cluster casinos. Indeed. So, map. So we'll get ourselves into the center of the promenade. Looks like we're heading into the, I think it's known as the Slippery Slope Casino, to speak with our SIS agent. I wondered if we'd overhear a conversation between this droid owner and this astromech droid. There's a situation on Nar Shaddaa that we may discover as part of the bonus series about a potential droid uprising. We do have a stronghold directory if we would like to purchase a residence here on Nar Shaddaa. And of course we have a massive statue to Karaga the Unyielding, who we may learn more about in future events. Forged from solid gold and sculpted by no less than 83 artisans, the statue of Karaga the Hutt embodies its subjects' opulence and grandeur while taking center stage in the promenade of Nar Shaddaa. The statue was commissioned by the Hutt cartel as a gift to its ruler on Karaga's 800th birthday. Every year since, revelers gather around the statue to honor Karaga's birth in a debauched celebration befitting the supreme mogul of the Hutt cartel. Critics have disparaged the statue's poor resemblance to Karaga, but they do so without appreciation of the Hutt's artistic traditions. Reflections of reality are shunned. Instead, the truly great statues capture the idealized Hutt form and portray the glorious mass of their subject. From its golden tail to ornate helmet, there exists no finer Hutt statue than that of Karaga the Unyielding. Indeed, Karaga the Unyielding, the supreme mogul of the Hutt cartel. We'll learn more about the Hutt cartel while we're here, and as we go into the first expansion. In addition, there is an operation that takes place between the end of the base storyline, and the first expansion, which is difficult to show off due to the opening and ending cinematics, but we'll try. All things going well, we'll try to show them off. For now, however, let us go see the Republic ambassador. Let him know we got those security passes back from the gang known as the Kintan Kings.
This is disaster, Barish. How can I deal with enemies who don't negotiate?
La power golka, Doroni kuna wawunda donko.
They understood getting smacked down, I can tell you that.
Nakma noya choski nawi kuchuzu, yo mata chitoya.
Minister Planet sent word you were bringing our security passcodes. The Republic is in your debt. I'm Ambassador Averdon. This is Barish Fanak Toril, one of the system's most prominent business leaders. Welcome.
Va fopaji, wanda humpa, murira bampawula.
I was starting to wonder if the Republic was all alone here. Far from it. Barish has been a great friend to the Republic in a dark time. My mission is to establish strong Republic ties on Nar Shaddaa. We need its technological assets to defend ourselves against the Empire. Nar Shaddaa's leaders sold us an entire sector to use as our base of operations. Unfortunately, it's overrun with Kintan King gangsters.
Their days are numbered. That's a promise.
I should warn you, these are no ordinary criminals. The Kintan Kings want us out of their territory, and they're winning. A Jedi who was helping us was found butchered in the open street. Those gangsters did horrible things to him.
Takes more than a few cheap thugs to kill a Jedi.
We believe the gang's leader is more than a mere criminal.
Kipuna malituta odmishka kabano tasema.
Morgukai are a Nikto cult. Jedi hunters trained to resist the Force.
God damn it.
I have the training and armament to take him down.
I suppose you'll have no advantage over you. The gangsters' attack on Minister Plenid was a diversion. Their true goal was hijacking a Republic military freighter carrying cybernetic combat implants.
Eso puda no pachunki. Fakutaji otovokisa.
We don't need Kinton Kings with enhanced speed and strength. When you have the implants, take them to an arms merchant named Nurculus. He secretly works for Barish.
Putula musta wograni tampio tupushi wampa. Jekilio pasa obobiska wampa huba.
Get those combat implants before it's too late. There is no time to lose.
Very well. So, the Hood Cartel sold the Republic a territory, a region here on Nar Shaddaa. Unfortunately, the gangsters are preventing the Republic from securing the territory and using it as a foothold here on Nar Shaddaa itself. In addition, those implants that Barish were going to supply to the Republic are now in the hand of the gangsters themselves. Yeah, bloody Nikto. That's what the race is called. Now we go into the Slippery Slopes Cantina.
You better run while you can. I'm dangerous. 10 different kinds of crazy. You really think you can bring me in?
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever they're paying you, I'll double it. Triple it.
Nope.
What if I worked it off? I could be your sidekick. You and me, traveling the galaxy, catching lowlifes.
No.
Couple of vendors here. Oh, hello.
Art and aggression, triumph and failure, poverty and plutocracy. Nar Shaddaa is a stage whose players dramatize the truths of the entire galaxy. Ooh, I love every square meter of it.
I'm sure you do, Paxton. Okay, let's go meet our agent contact. See what he can tell us. So, we need to keep the defection of Havoc Squad away from the conversation. Right, yeah, okay. This is kind of a private room. Yeah, we need to deal with the droid without revealing details of Havoc Squad's defection.
Ah, there you are. Go ahead, take a seat, and keep your voice down.
Jonas Balkar, correct?
Let's just stick with Jonas. Hope you like the cantina. It's not one of my favorites, but it is conveniently located. There's a vault not far from here. It's a merc operation. Holds valuables for anybody with the credits to pay. Our mutual friend is about to pay them a visit.
Do we have a welcome party arranged?
Not exactly. No. A group of paramilitary types always shows up on the scene before the droid's attacks. We've already spotted them casing the vault. You could head in now, but I don't want to scare them off. We wouldn't want the guest of honor to skip the party, would we?
Are we going to mince words or do our jobs?
On Nar Shaddaa, they're the same thing. I have people with eyes on the vault. Once they spot our target, we'll get the party started. So, Havoc Squad, huh? Pretty nice of Garza to loan us her very best. Excuse me.
Jonas, I just wanted to let you know I made it to SWTOR safe and sound.
That's great. I'll talk to you later then. That's our cue. The target is in the vault. Are you ready to move out?
Let's get this party started.
Take care of the droid, and we'll have you on your way within the hour. Nice and tidy. Good luck. We'll have our eyes on you.
Okay. Seems like this will be a nice, easy mission for us. Get into the vault, deal with the droid, mission complete.
Go ahead and see to our friend. We'll watch your back.
Is the vault anywhere nearby? I have a feeling it is not. No, it is over in the Nikto sector. Of course it is. So Jonas there, who we'll learn more about in a moment, mentioned that the reason we know it's about to attack this Axon storage vault is because of a couple of paramilitary types who always show up before the droid does. I wonder if they are working for Commander Tavis. Imperial, maybe. Oh, what do we have here? We have a bounty client. How curious. Very well. Let's have a look at our entry here for Jonas Balkar. A talented field operative for the Republic Strategic Information Service, Jonas Balkar has led an impressive career despite his young age, earning him undercover placements on high-risk worlds such as Nar Shaddaa and Balmora. His exceptional planning and investigatory skills have led to numerous Republic successes, both seen and unseen. Personnel records also make particular note of Balkar's charming demeanor, encouraging his assignment to operations where personal interactions are key, particularly interactions with female subjects. I'll tell you what, normally before we get ourselves over to the Nikto sector we would take a break. I'm not heading to the right. Transport service droid here. Since Jonas is so confident that our mission is going to be over nice and quickly, why don't we go to this storage vault and go deal with this war droid?
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
So while we are heading over to the Nikto sector as a player of the Republic, players of the Empire are heading over to a similar region, I think known as the Corellian sector, for their own quest line. Now, there are a fair things we could do here. We'll leave most of them for a moment. But we will look into following the class mission. But first things first, of course, let's see what we know about the area we're about to walk into. Nar Shaddaa has ever been an attractive world for Nikto enforcers seeking employment with the Hood cartel. The Nikto sector, as it is now known, began as a place where Nikto warriors came to attract the attention of prospective employers. But the sector was formally bequeathed to the Nikto Horanth Gendai by his hut master when he saved a hut's life and business in an act of quick-thinking bloodshed. Horanth Gendai used the opportunity to found his own gang and free himself from servitude to higher powers. Since that time, the Nikto sector has fallen under the control of a succession of Nikto gangs seeking a bigger piece of Nar Shaddaa's underworld business. The latest of these gangs being the formidable Kintan Kings. Oh. So, the Hut Cartel may have sold us land that technically may belong to them, but has always maybe been held by various Nikto gangs. Lovely. We'll learn certainly more about the situation here in the Nikto sector as we go through the world mission, but for now... Oh, we should choose another vehicle, perhaps. So we need to avoid the Kintan Kings for now. I mean, we don't necessarily have to. But I know we'll definitely have bonus missions to deal with them. And to collect the various combat implants they stole from that military freighter. Oh, bloody hell. Speaking of, I should look into where the datacrons are located here on Nar Shaddaa. In fact, isn't there one just ahead of me? Oh, yeah. Right there. And that datacron is accessible starting here. Jumping onto these containers. And then up along... Maybe onto here? It's been a while.
I'm coming. signs are nil, sir.
Okay, not the war droids I was expecting to encounter.
We're wasting time. There's an entire galaxy full of depraved lunatics plotting against our great republic, and we're busy rummaging for valuables.
Be patient, 4X. Black Ops are cheap. Commander Tavis needs us to be resourceful.
But I've been operational for days now. Imperial vermin across the galaxy should be cursing the Republic ingenuity that created me.
Nobody move a muscle. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Contact. Armed subject.
Engage and terminate.
Negative. Subjects confirmed as Republic Army personnel. Fellow heroes in our war on evil and oppression.
Great. Look, this is a top-secret mission. Commander Tavis sent us himself. Does Havoc Squad Commander Tavis mean anything to you?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad. Tavis is a traitor to the Republic.
Tavis isn't the traitor. He was betrayed. And there are some of us who aren't standing for it. 4X, secure the package and follow me. The rest of you, gun this scum down and rendezvous with us at Objective 7.
Negative. What you suggest is an act of betrayal. The murder of fellow...
M14X, override code 558. Secure the objective and follow me now.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm your commanding officer. Ignore this man's orders.
Negative. Override code condition 558. Obey only orders given by Commander Heron Tavis, or personnel designated by same.
Let's go! Move! Move! Open fire!
Hey, they were... It's not an Imperial operation in a sense, it's Republic defectors, other members of Special Forces. Ah, great, and they have some sort of override code. What were they stealing, however?
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Any idea where the droid went?
We've got a pretty solid lead. Our tap on the vault cams wasn't perfect, but the droid's crew looked like they were packing Republic heat, all standard issue. We didn't have audio, though. Any luck finding out who we're dealing with?
Enemies of the Republic. That's all we need to know.
I can see why you chose this line of work. Our people tracked the droid and his buddy. They just headed into an abandoned arms factory in the red light sector. I have a team setting up shop in a warehouse not far from the arms factory. Meet up with us there.
I'll move out ASAP.
Keep your eyes open. The red light sector isn't exactly the safest place in the galaxy. See you soon.
Okay. We can't exactly bring Jonas Balkar in. No! He could have been lying that he said that the cams weren't recording voice comms. Either way, we have combat music playing once again, and the combat has relaxed. We'll get ourselves back to the beginning of the Nikto sector, and I suppose that's a good place to take a break before we go deal with the Kintan Kings here in this region of Nar Shaddaa. Waiting for the music to calm down there for a moment. But yeah, we'll take a break here. Thank you all for joining me once again, though, with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. When we come back, we'll aid the Republic ambassador. Since we are here in this sector anyway, we may as well help secure it for the Republic and deal with this gang that'll make this area, well, that are making this area unsafe for Republic citizens and soldiers alike. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.